Howdy, howdy. It's going to take a few moments to check, see if this is working all right. Going to do a quick 1, 2, 3. See if this is working. Are you working? 3. See if this is working. Seems to be working. Yeah. All right, cool. Don't want to have the weird audio video not syncing. May still happen. Who cares? Okie dokie. Because I got to do this and get ready for bedtime. There are kids that need teaching tomorrow, and I'm not doing it. Ugh. It's more like babysitting. It is babysitting. It's government-funded babysitting. Ugh. That's Dolly. Dolly kept me company today at the open mic. So yeah, it's been a couple weeks since I've done open mic video, as part of the series of bombing at open mics. I tried going a couple weeks ago, and the doors were closed with no notice. So I went shopping and got this. And then I was sick for 2 weeks. Still kind of am. Face just been leaking, just hacking up. You don't need to know details. You don't need to know details. Short version is I'm annoyed, but I'm always annoyed. So, yeah. So today was an experiment on no planning, no writing stuff out, no rough draft and outline and revisions and practicing multiple times, getting rid, like none of that stuff. I wanted to see what would happen if I just riff. And that's just a horrifying thought on stage at the moment. Yeah. But, so yeah, got there. I was supposed to go to a 5 o'clock one, get there at 4:50. Doors are locked. Lights are off. Here we go again. Another guy comes up. He's looking inside. We start chatting. He's like, clearly this place isn't going to be open right now. You want to grab a drink? Wait for the next hour's open mic? Sure. So we go nearby, grab a drink. And he's asking me stuff like, basic stuff like, who do you like watching? Like stand-up comedians. And I'm like racking my brain. I'm like, Andrew Schultz? I don't know. He's like, have you seen these people? He's like, you've never seen a full special from Louis C.K.? No. He's like, this person. I'm like, and I didn't have access to it in the moment, but I'm realizing now, I don't watch full specials of most stand-up comedians. Like the last ones I saw, I think, were Andrew Schultz and Ali Wong a while ago. Like I don't care to hear most of these comedians talk. I don't. And also, I'm not looking to copy them, their style. I don't even know if I want to be doing stand-up. But yeah, so I'm like, and most of our conversation was him going, you've never watched this? You've never heard of this? You've never heard of that? You don't care about this? So we're just at a bar, and he's like, there's like another dude next to us jumping in conversation. I've never had the experience of just being at a bar and there's just another dude in a corner that just jumps into conversation. This is like a bar experience. But these, comic guy and bar guy start talking about politics and Mamdani and Trump and all this stuff. And the comic looks at me, he's like, wait, you don't care about any of this stuff? I went, not in the slightest. Like, these people come and go and come and go. My life hasn't changed. Like, to me, these guys are like WWE stars. Like, people go crazy for who they're rooting for and the storylines. I'm like, well, sure, call it entertaining. I'm not going to call it meaningful or like actually that impacts my life in any way or think it's real. Please. So I'm like, like there's nothing to relate on here whatsoever. But a few things were interesting in conversation. One, he was asking like, oh, so do you enjoy the process? Like, you're new to this, but like, are you enjoying it? I went, no, I'm doing this so A, my friends don't call me a pussy, and B, I can't stand the idea of sucking at something that this badly at anything. I'm like, but the third like genuine, heartfelt reason is that there feels like there's something here, and I'm trying to find my voice in it, my own version of it, and I don't know what it is yet. But for a stranger I've just met who's just like, you haven't seen this, that, talk about, it's still, I don't have that readily available at the tip of my tongue. Well, yeah, and then he was talking about how, I've been doing this for a few years, but after 10 to 15, 20 of these, I just stopped giving a shit. I'd get on stage and who cares? He went, like, it just starts to evaporate. I want that. I want that feeling, that experience of just it evaporates. That like uptight, puckered feeling. Who am I kidding? I think part of me is just being uptight and puckered, but like a little more relaxed. Able to share the pucker with all. But yeah, I think that's the longest I've spent with someone, like another comic. Huh. We don't relate on any of the things. He's talking sports, politics, history, whatnot, and I'm just like, no. I don't know what my things are yet that I'm going to be talking about. Wait, no, I do. Me. I like talking about me. That's my favorite topic. So yeah, talked for a little bit, then went into the space, and the only people there were me, this other dude, and the host of the open mic. And the host is like, you guys still want to do this if it's just 3 of us? I'm like, yeah, sure. A couple more people showed up, ends up just being 5 people. And yeah, it helped that like, I got to talk to another comedian before, talked to the host for a little bit. Good guy. Yeah, it was just a vibe of like, who gives a shit, guys? I'm like, all right. So I just got on stage and riffed. Like the things I was talking about were still on my brain, still there. I was still sitting with all this stuff. And so it wasn't like completely like off the dome immediately. It's just kind of been gestating back there. It was the first time like just letting it out. And yeah, there were some things I'd like ruminate on that didn't come out. It's fine. There was one point, there was one dude, I was the last one for the open mic, and one of the guys before me was talking about his mom going like, my mom was a simple woman. All that she asked was that you be white. And so when I got on stage, I thought like, yeah, maybe I'll tap into my white heritage. So, your mom would be proud of me. We could connect. The dude was directly in front of me and wasn't looking at me at all, wasn't listening, head was down. And I just like hung out there, and the other comics looked and noticed it and started laughing. And I'm like, oh, this is special. I like this moment we're sharing without you even knowing it. That's good. That's good. Yeah. So it was nice just to kind of riff. My feeling before coming up or going up was, let me just talk to the guys and like a little get to know you sort of session. I'll do that. So it was cool. Yeah. The host afterwards talked, and I told him I was new to it. He said, so you've only done like a handful of these, and like this is your first time like riffing on stage? I went, yeah. He went, that's pretty ballsy. He's like, that's good. He went, me, I'm writing down every word and whatnot. And he's been doing it for several years. I went, all right, that's cool. So yeah, I don't know if I'll do anything with the material, but it felt cool to just practice once the whole, just riff, just talk as if I'm talking to you guys on camera. Whoever you guys are. I don't even know who you is behind the screen there these days. Or someone just joined for a hot moment. Hi, stranger. So yeah, I was like, huh. That's kind of cool. And I stayed after to talk with the host a little bit, and we were like workshopping his material and what would have it make sense. And I'm like, this is kind of cool. Yeah, I dig this. So I'm bookmarking like this open mic as a, I like this guy's vibe, like just seems like a good person. I want to come back to this. When I got home, my mom asked me, so did it still suck? Was it still really bad? Did it suck a little bit less? And I went, well, I don't know. Sure, I think it sucked just a little bit less. That's all one could really hope for. In life, I didn't believe those words as came out of my mouth either. But yeah, my actual feeling on this is I think I'm doing better at this than I'm willing to entertain. That I have more potential at this than I'm willing to entertain. Like, it's easier for me to just go like, I suck, I'm bombing, and I will not entertain any other, like I'm using Asian methods, shame, self-criticism as my fuel source. Maybe I need to use white people fuel sources. Love and self-compassion and good feelings as motivation. I don't believe that either. No. No, it's still the Asian mentality of like, I'll enjoy it when I'm good. Yeah. But yeah, that was the experience. Yeah. There's something still driving this. I don't know what it leads to, but I'll keep going until I find out. Yeah. Until I'm funny, because that's the series. All right, I think that's the quick update. Until next time, me and Dolly are signing off. Dolly Parton right here. All right, toodles, y'all.